Who's your top five? If you're, you give your top five when the conversation comes up. In every sport, there's that combo. Who do you put as an all-time great? And by the way, not by weight class.
Okay.
Just go.
I would say John Jones is number one. I'll say Khabib. Gotta go with Khabib.
Two.
Yeah, number two.
Okay.
I would say GSP.
You put Khabib above GSP.
Yeah, and then I'll say Kamaru Usman.
4.
And I'll say Anderson Silva.
You put Silva 5th.
Yeah.
There was a time also Silva was vicious, just nasty when he would fight.
Yeah, I mean these are guys that I like to fight. I mean, I love the way Khabib fight, and I think that, GSP is amazing too. GSP has been my training partner for years and just absolutely amazing when it comes to fighting. And his fight IQ is just on another level as well.
Who's he missing, Pat? There's someone on your top five.
I listen. This is his world.
But you watch this. Gerard watches this.
I do. Listen, the average person who doesn't know the sport technically is going to say, obviously, how about Conor McGregor not being in the top 5? But to put those names, these guys went on a streak. All of those guys went on a streak of 20 matches. Maybe I'm mistaken. I think it's all of them have gone 20 plus undefeated, right?
Yeah.
Obviously, John Jones, the only loss is the one that he had no clue what was going on. He started elbowing on the guy. Number 2, you said Khabib, who was what, 28 and 0 or I don't know. Is
29 and 0.
29 and 0. Okay, so that's that guy. 3, you put GSP, who he went on a rampage for a while. 4, you said Usman, who right now is undefeated, isn't he?
Yeah.
No one's how many matches has he? What is Usman's record today? I couldn't even tell you.
He's 19.
19 and 0.
Pull it up.
So yeah, I mean, Usman is Usman, and then you got 5 being
Silva,
who went for a while as well. So
give an honorable mention, bro. Who's not on the list?
He's very company biased here. We got nobody from Pride. Fader doesn't get any love, man. We got nothing for any of the Gracies. We got nothing.
I'm thinking about
He doesn't want his friends to get mad at him.
I can say an honorable mention. I can say Fedor is definitely in there. I forgot all about Fedor. See, I forgot about Fedor, man.
Yeah, man.
I forgot about Fedor. Fedor can definitely be in the top 5.
That's got to be Dana White's biggest mistake, right? That's got to be his biggest regret. You figure?
Fedor
not getting them. Is that what you're thinking?
Over a T-shirt?
Tell the story.
Well, the story, as I understand it, is Fedor has his own clothing line, and he wanted to promote his own clothing line when he came to
Tyler, pull up this guy Fedor.
And Dana said no.
Dana has a Reebok deal. You got to wear Reebok. And that's
but is that on Dana or is that a UFC deal?
They just could never come together on the sponsorship.
I wonder if it's Dana. I wonder if it's the sport now. But Fedor, man, Fedor 20 years ago. I mean,
Fedor was a beast.
fight in him and Randall, man. You can watch that on repeat and you'll never get tired of it.
Boss Rutan. I mean, some of the old school guys too. And the rules were so different. The guys had to fight 5 times in a night. You can get
5 times in a night.
Grand Prix style.
Let me ask a different question. So we just right now said fighters, right? And
it's
you
like
put John Jones, Khabib,
like
GSP, Usman, and at the bottom Silva. Top 5 greatest promoters who were also good fighters. We don't even need to talk about number 1. It's really who number 2 is, because number 1 is obviously.
Yeah.
Do you put anybody above him?
Muhammad Ali.
No. I'm talking
Conor,
in their world. Oh, okay. In their world. Do you put anybody ahead of Conor as the greatest promoter who was a fighter, shit talker, troll, all of that?
Nobody's greater than Conor. I would say number 2 will be Chael Sonnen.
Okay, he's
Chael
good.
Sonnen will be definitely number 2. Let's see, what will be number 3?
The Diaz brothers.
Oh man, yeah, they're very good at selling. I mean, but they don't even mean to sell it. They just themselves, unapologetically
Diaz
themselves.
boys?
Yeah.
So you put them 3, both of them?
I would say so. Yeah. I mean, those guys can sell a fight. I mean, let's see who else is on there.
You think Kobe's a good promoter?
Colby Covington is a great promoter.
He's a good promoter. Who else? Are we missing a name? Like I'm trying to.
See, he said Anderson Silva, and this is what I always loved about the Spider. The Spider barely spoke English, but he was such a performer inside the ring.
Such a performer.
He was promoting his next fight while he was beating the opponent. He was, until what's his name from Long Island caught him. And that's what you were saying. You do it for so long, and all it takes is Chris Weidman gets him one time.
Yeah, wait a minute. On this story with Sonnen, and then I want to go to yours. Is the press conference with Sonnen and Silva, where he says, look, all you guys are talking about English. Look, if I go to Brazil, there's an app to learn how to speak Brazilian. This guy is not traveling here from Brazil. He lives in Vegas and he lives in Beverly Hills and he flies to Vegas. I'm traveling all the way. You should feel sorry for me, not for this guy. He was a great smack talker. Man. He brought it.
He was phenomenal, man. I mean, he would practice his lines and he would just get it down to the point where, I mean, he was just so fluid with it, you know? And he just, he unlocked his talent. I think he's one of the big reasons to help, Colby Covington kind of come into his own and just, be the phenomenal promoter Colby is. I mean, Colby's up there. Colby's really good. Colby says some stuff that, he's kind of funny. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of funny, the things that he says. And I think that's what it has to be. You have to, be quick-witted, but at the same time, kind of funny at the same time.
The fight world needs a heel for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Who's Kobe fighting coming up?
Masvidal.
Who's favored in that?
Kobe for sure.
For sure.
For sure.
You said something very interesting. You said practice his lines. Are you telling me that Dana and the UFC are having guys, they're giving guys some help with what they should say in leading up to the fights?
No, these guys do it on their own.
It's 100% organic.
100%
The beef is 100% organic.
100% organic.
It's not, Mayweather and McGregor talking smack to each other and then going back into the room after the press isn't there and being like, good one, old chap. We're selling some tickets this time.
It's when the beef is, because with MMA, we still have that that Bushido code, where we just kind of like honor and respect, and then when somebody disrespects you, it cuts at a different level, so you can't just shake it off, and it's not like, nah, we're not friends until I punch you in the face, and then after
you're not friends until I punch you. In the face.
And then after we punch each other in the face a few times,
respect.
Then the fight,
Gerard, we are not friends until you let me punch you directly in the face.
Hey.
So if you enjoyed this little short segment from the podcast that we did, here's another short segment to watch. Or if you want to see the entire podcast, click over here. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.